Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Sunday, March 17th, 2024. This is my newest segment of Markets, A Look Ahead. And I want to cover a bunch of things with you, but one thing more specifically, let's start off with that. We just heard from President Trump over the weekend, and he said specifically, I want you to pay attention to the wording here, okay? If he is not elected, there is going to be a bloodbath, okay? What is he trying to tell you? Let me explain this to you. If you've been following this blog, you already know what I am talking about. The American people and the people of the world are being set up on a grand scale. Look, let's just start off with the basics here. 1/3 of the American people believe that the last election was stolen. Donald Trump believes that. Now, again, if in fact this is the case, if there is a group of people who have the power to pull off something like that, that means they also have the power to cover it up. Okay, and that also means they have the power to do it again. Donald Trump realizes that this is going to occur, and he's setting the groundwork here. In my opinion, and I've been covering this for a while now, there will be no election. It will be a selection. We have no voice anymore. Okay, it should be pretty clear to you looking at global events, things that we haven't voted for. I know this is a representative democracy, or it's supposed to be one. Just isn't the case either anymore. We have been warned repeatedly throughout history about the military-industrial complex, about greed and power, and that's exactly what's happening here. Now, you and I have covered as well why it is that multi-billionaire investors have already pulled their cash out of this market. Why CEOs of corporations are pulling their cash out. Senators pulling their cash out. Again, this is because they realize, just as Donald Trump does, and I do, and you do as well, that there will be no election. This is a selection. President Biden, I even hate to say that in those terms, I really mean that, has been selected so far, and I think that's where this is going to go. Donald Trump is going to lose the next election, and he's going to lose big because it is no election. It is a selection, and he's laying the groundwork. I've already told you what's going on here. The people of the United States are being given enough rope just to hang themselves. Again, what they're hoping for is what Donald Trump is saying: a bloodbath, a violent revolt, so they can steal more of our liberties and freedom. Now, make no mistake about this. Donald Trump realizes what's going on. He knows what happened last time, and he realizes what's going to happen again, but it's a setup. He's playing his role in this scheme against the people. This is about power, it's about control, it's about the 1% and 2%ers. It always is. So that's how this is going to play out. Now, with regard to a bloodbath, I've already covered this as well too. Why these these bigwigs are pulling out of the market. At the presidential selection here, the market it's gonna fall. And I hate doing this, okay? I am not a kind of guy, you know me, most of you who follow my blog here. I don't call on dates and times ever. But I'm telling you right here and right now what's going on here. The market wants Trump. He's a corporate guy, all right? He's already talked about lowering the corporate tax rate. He likes to see the market going up and up and up and up and up, making the 1% and 2%ers richer and richer and richer. There's no such thing as trickle down. All right? If the market does not get Trump, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now, and President Trump's telling you the same thing, it's going to be a bloodbath. Okay? If he is not selected, he's setting the groundwork here. He knows where this is going. He knows they pulled it off last time. He's telling you right now they're going to do it again. The bloodbath is going to extend to the stock market, in my opinion, as of now. Me personally, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Okay, I already told you. Closer to the selection here, I will be pulling my cash out of this market. All of it. Waiting to see how this plays out. In this scenario here, in the situation that we're looking at, war trumps the market. War, the expansion of war generates more cash for the military-industrial complex than any other endeavor on earth, period. Way more so than the stock market. But again, the smart money is already getting out of the market. Meanwhile, what are we getting? Record high, record high, record high, record high, just as you and I had called at the end of last year. The economy is coming apart faster and faster. Debts and deficits skyrocketing. What did we just find out last week? Manufacturing here in the United States is contracting at its fastest pace ever on record in history. Business investment is non-existent, massive leading indicator, but yet the market keeps going up. This is because, again, as part of the game that is being played, the Fed is going to cut rates soon. June, more than likely, is my target where the Fed's going to start cutting rates. You're going to see the market get a boost. The illusion of the market will be maintained until the bitter end. Comes the selection. Biden will be selected. There'll be a bloodbath on multiple fronts. Okay, again, what is being set up here, and President Trump is playing his part, getting people ready for revolt, giving people enough rope to hang themselves so they can steal more of our liberties and freedoms. This is what they're hoping for. This is what they are building up to. And the market, the stock market, in my opinion, has the potential to take a massive hit. Will it be the big one? Well, you and I don't have to guess. If it turns out that this market falls 20, even 30%, okay, 20% is normal. 30%, we're pushing the edge of the envelope here. But we need to keep our eye on the debt market. We've been seeing that 10-year yield rise, rise, rise. You know how this works. While everyone else is staring at the stinking stock market. What's the Dow doing? What's the Dow? These are 30 companies, people. You and I, since forever now, have been watching the drivers of this market. More specifically, what the 10-year yield is doing and what the U.S. dollar is doing on a relative strength basis. We don't have to guess. If, in fact, this goes as we are saying it's going to go here. Okay. Selection takes place. Creature Biden is selected. Market takes a big hit. Now, let's say this happens. We watch that debt market, nothing crazy goes on. We jump right back in here and we get long. You understand? In the off chance that this changes, and I don't think so, again, President Trump is playing his role here to get the people riled up, to make sure there's a bloodbath, to steal people's freedoms and that's what, nothing is what it appears to be, and many people have their faith in the wrong spot here. Okay, this is a game. They're all playing their roles here. You understand? It's a war. It's a war on for your mind. Really, it's what they have done here, and what they're doing is creating a slave state. They are creating a slave planet. And they're looking for every excuse imaginable, and they're going to make sure it happens. So those that are seeking more power can gain it by stealing away our liberties and our freedoms here. And unfortunately, we don't have anyone to tell us the truth about what's going on here. Do we really not believe that this is a setup here? Honestly, you don't think so? You really think you have a voice right now? Did it work last time? How about this time? No. President Trump is well aware of what's going on. He knows what's happening, clearly. And unfortunately, in my opinion, he's playing his role, especially coming out with words like bloodbath. Because it is going to be a bloodbath, in my opinion. That's what they're hoping for. They're building it up. He's playing his role. He's building it up. It's unfortunate, but that's where we're going. And anyway, I hope you're paying attention to what's happening. It's not hard to, you have to think at their level. Most people see things, they believe things at face value. Nothing is at face value. You have to think at the next level, or even another level above that. And if you can see what's happening here, again, if you believe, if you're one of those 1/3 of the American population, along with Donald Trump, that believes the election was stolen, Those same people who have that kind of power have also the power to cover it up, and they can do it again. And he knows that's what's happening. He knows he's going to lose, in my opinion. It's pretty much glaring in our face. And it's not a matter of losing. It's a matter of selection here. You understand? This entire world, as I've told you already, is not run by presidents, kings, queens, dictators, or monarchs. The entire world is run by a handful of people. A handful of people. They call the shots. And central banks right now are the government of the world. They are solidifying the situation. They are working in tandem to bring the world economy to its knees, to bring the consumer to their knees, to create a slave state, a neo-feudal system. This is where it's going. If you don't see it by now, there's something very wrong. You need to clear your mind and realize what is happening. And remember what I'm going to say one more time. Nothing is what it appears to be at face value. You have to think at the next level. All right. With that said, people, for this market, nothing's changed. Okay. We need to keep our eye on what's happening in the debt market. Is the 10-year yield going to continue to rise? Are bonds going to continue to sell off? We need to watch risk in this market again. In my opinion, we have the best indicator in the world. That is the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. It's free to everyone in the world that wants to use it, that has the ability to understand it. There is a link in the description of this video, people. They can't beat us. I don't care what they do. From a financial standpoint, we're invincible. Again, we have put ourselves in the right spot across the board. But it goes beyond that. We need each other. We need to come together. We're not each other's enemies, whether you're a right wing or blue wing or two wings of the same bird. They're playing us like a grand piano, the powers that be, and they're setting the groundwork here. And unfortunately, it looks like people are going to fall through that trapdoor. And that trapdoor is going to lead all of us into a very, very bad place. All right, people, look. I love you from the heart. I mean that. I hope you got something out of this video. Tell me what you think, okay? I will read the comments, and I will see all of you in the morning for my usual pre-market report, all right? Love you a lot. That's it.